Anyways, I'm Telly. I'm the vocalist.
I'm Luke. I play drums.
I'm Zach. I play guitar.
Tony play guitar.
Daniel, I play bass.
We are
the Word Alive.
We're live.
We're live. We're live.
So my choice for the Off the Wall cover was the First Thursday cover, and it was when I was a freshman in high school, and it was around that time where I was making the transition of listening to, like, not even that it was heavy, but like the music that I was listening to was like punk, and Blink-182 was like my 8th grade year, every single day of my life. My freshman year is when I started making the transition into listening to music that's singing and screaming, with bands like Thursday and The Used. This is their first cover, and it's the first time 30 Seconds to Mars was mentioned in AP, and Jeff actually is the reason that I'm a frontman and the reason that I pursued singing and screaming myself. So it's really inspiring seeing them, you know, on the cover, and I hope to join them and be on it one day myself.
Cool. Yeah, so I chose issue 206, which has Underoath on the front cover. Has a lot of other bands that I used to listen to, like Rufio, Limbeck, Academy Is, of course, Ben Sevenfold, Jack's Mannequin, which is one of my favorites. But yeah, basically Underoath was just one of my biggest musical inspirations growing up. You know, Aaron, every drummer can say that about Aaron. But just, I don't know, like I remember seeing this picture years and years ago, and just kind of motivated me to want to become, you know, a somebody in the music industry. And yeah, I don't know, I just saw this one out of all the other ones, and it kind of brought that on me. So yeah.
I chose this issue with Every Time I Die on the cover, 232. I picked this one because I remember this was one of the first bands that when I was in high school I would like listen. This was one of like the first metal bands I really ever listened to, and I'd like put my headphones in, you know, and like walk around, put my headphones in class, and just sit there and like, you know, pretend like I was like paying attention and pretending, yeah. And it's really cool because they're all dressed in medieval armor. And I think that's real awesome. And rock and roll, definitely. But yeah, Every Time I Die, Scary Kids is on the cover. They're from Arizona. Crazy just seeing this, because I remember when this came out, and like I was like, I don't even know what AP is, but sick, you know. So yeah, I guess that's why I chose this cover.
I actually chose the same one as Luke, and this one has a lot of meaning to me, actually, because when I was 15 years old, I was in a band called the Kerosene Kids with my good buddy Garrett and Pat from the band called The Main, and we were in a local band. Garrett he had subscriptions with AP, and he still does too, and they just has a stack of them like like this high next to his toilet. And I remember when we saw this cover of Underoath, we were like kind of the same style of music as them, and just being like, oh my gosh, like if Underoath can be on the cover, like in this style of music, like we can too. So this one's has a lot of meaning to me, and hopefully one day our band can be on the cover or something. But yeah.
I definitely like everyone's choices, and it's all kind of full circle that what everyone chose. But I chose a band that's kind of not in our genre, but still I feel like transcends into our genre influentially. They're called the Volta, and they actually recently just broke up. They're like one of my favorite bands of all time. But not only that, like the influence that they bring to not only their genre but to every other genre, and just how they open people's eyes was just kind of groundbreaking for me. And the year that this was actually released, 2005, was probably around the same time I got my first car. So I was listening to music really loud in my car by myself, like a lot, going to school, to these guys and pretty much everyone that's on the cover on all these AP magazines that everyone chose. So it's just kind of surreal to be 16 years old in a car listening to your favorite band and then being in the actual place where they release these magazines with the people on the cover, and hopefully one day we'll be like that, and it kind of just goes full circle.